But what really is pen testing, Chuck? What movie is this? Do you know what movie this is?
I don't know if I know this one actually.
This is good old Jerry Maguire.
Oh, Jerry Maguire. Nice.
You probably watched that, right?
I have seen that. Yes. It's been quite a while, but yes.
Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr., where Tom Cruise says, help me, help you. Well, what pen testing is, help me hack
Yeah,
you.
hack you. I
That
like that.
that's an easy way to explain what pen testing is. And what it comes down to is what's keeping businesses up at night. If you have a business, it's not a wait and hope time anymore. A lot of companies still do that. Like my uncle's carpet company, they were hoping we won't be the next one hit. And what pen testing does, it identifies security gaps, and it also allows our good guys to act like bad guys. So an internal network pen test or an external network pen test is actually having our team of ethical hackers go in and hacking a business to see how that business is vulnerable, and so that we can take the next steps to mitigate that. So a lot of people ask, well, Miles, who needs a pen test? And for certain industries now in 2025, moving into 2026, you need to be doing a pen test to become compliant, okay? And to meet the requirements of cyber liability insurance. So if you are in finance or manufacturing, healthcare, technology, government, education now, oil and gas, investments, insurance, or IT services, this is something that your cyber liability insurance, it's going to be a box that you have to check and say, I'm doing between 1 and up to 4 pen tests a year, okay? And a lot of these industries you see here, they've already been doing this. If you're not in one of these industries, you're going to probably have to do this coming up, because that'll be something that becomes part of being compliant and making sure you can operate as a business. And of course, with our solution with Vonahai, we meet compliance. That's what it comes down to. It's not just ticking a box. I know everyone has to tick that box, but you need to make sure you're compliant and also you're protected at the end of the day. So we took a look at all of the thousands of pen tests we do every year, and this is how it broke down for us personally. I like to give this because a lot of times people go, oh, what? Construction companies are doing pen tests now? They are. Education held off for so long because they thought, well, why would a cyber criminal want little Mikey's grade 9 mathematics report card info? And it's all about PII these days, personally identifiable information. They also know that little Mikey probably has a Roblox account. He also may have an account for Uber or Amazon. And they know that kids and old people do a thing called password recycling. So they can attack a business or a school or a city. They know they're going to get a trove of information that they can use to open doors for their next cyber attack. Legal, IT services, government. So it kind of goes all across the spectrum here about who is doing pen tests with us currently. And each year at our company, we do a lookout at what's going on in the business world. So we interview 1,600 business leaders from all around the world. 89% of those business leaders are in North America, and the rest is in Europe and Asia. And we ask them, what type of products are you adding to your business this year? And the largest jump we saw, this was 15% in 2023. Obviously, this came out at the end of 2024. So the largest jump we saw was that businesses said, we are adding pen testing. And maybe we're giving some businesses a lot of credit, saying they're super smart. But what it comes down to, if they get told by their MSP or their cyber liability insurance company that they need to do this, that's why they've added it. So I would love to say they're all smart, they all have that foresight, but most of the time they're told you need to do it because you have to be compliant. Yeah.
That's a huge jump.
And when we're talking about pen testing going mainstream, you know what? I probably won't even be able to do a presentation like this in a year or two, because everyone will know what pen testing is. It will probably be all over Hollywood. People will be talking about hacking your business to make sure you're not hackable. And this is where pen testing has come mainstream, the end of 2024 into 2025, with more than 2/3 of respondents that we talk to test at least twice per year. So that's kind of become the baseline, and more than 1/3 test at least 3 times. And there's a small percentage in certain industries like finance where they have to test 4 times a year or quarterly.